Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you all well. So here's another vlog in English. Thank you so much for the feedback under my last vlog. I really appreciate it and you really motivate me to speak more in English on my vlogs. So in today's vlog we are going to the treehouse. If you watched my last video you will know what I'm talking about. Basically it's a birthday surprise for Dan.
Show me a piece of your heart, a piece of your love. Calling you up to getting down, down, down. The way that we touch is never enough. I'm turning you up to getting down, down. Show me a piece of your heart, a piece of your love. I'm calling you up to getting down, down, down. The way that we touch is never enough. I'm turning you up to getting down, down, down. Da, da, da.
I will quickly show you my outfit. So bodysuit is from Pretty Little Thing. I will leave all the links below in the description box. Gucci belt, jeans from Zara in collaboration with Dan, my boyfriend. He ripped them for me yesterday, so yeah, I think he should be a clothes designer, definitely. And I have Gucci trainers, so that's my outfit for today. Okay guys, we just arrived to the treehouse and now I'm gonna do treehouse tour, so let's go. I hope Dan will correct me if I say something wrong. So there is our beautiful treehouse and I bet it will look unreal when it's evening. It's set up with the lights and it looks beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Sanitizer, 2020 essentials, guys. And here is something that I'm looking forward to, hot tub. So even though it's a little bit cold outside, we can still stay warm. Plus there's place for champagne. So we can have champagne in the hot tub. And guys, just look at this view. Isn't it the most relaxing view you can imagine? Let's go inside. I don't even know where to start. It's really cozy inside. When we arrived the candles were already on, so it's really magical. There's a little surprise for a birthday boy, which is very nice. All the details in this treehouse are amazing. In the kitchen there were a luxury hamper waiting for us with some local food, so I'll quickly show you what we have in here. And it's chocolate, shortbread, a pack of crisps, bacon and eggs for breakfast, raspberry jam, tomato ketchup and brown sauce, and fresh baked bread. What's the cake?
Carrot cake.
It's a carrot cake. Are you happy?
Have they made that?
Yeah, they
made with love.
Oh, that's so cute.
Is that now?
It's amazing. It's homemade carrot cake. Oh my god, it looks delicious. I bet you can't wait to try it. Dan, happy birthday card, I think. What's that? Yay. I know, I'm shocked. I'm really shocked. Oh my god, is it owl?
Yeah.
Like Harry Potter.
Happy birthday, we hope you have a wonderful stay at the treehouse. From Jill, Neil and Jasmine. Treehouse Glamping. How nice is that?
That's so nice. Thank you so much, guys.
And look what we just found in the fridge. Which we did.
Dan is buzzing. Dan is buzzing. So of course we found fresh milk, but he's not about fresh milk. Your favorite champagne, babe. You spoiled. You spoiled. Let me show you bedroom, which is also beautiful. There's a massive bed, which I bet is very comfy. Look just at all these details. It makes this place really unique. Here we have bathrobes. And we have a bathroom. Bathroom is also beautiful. We have the White Company shower gel and shampoo, so I really can't wait to use it because I absolutely love the brand. There's shower and there's the mirror, and look at that. Let me show you one trick. Huh? That's how you turn it on and turn it off. Just swipe up, guys. I'm very good at swipe ups, obviously, because of my job, so.
Teas.
Yeah, many kinds of tea.
Oh,
beautiful.
You don't have to go out and get coffee either.
Is there a coffee?
There's cafe, yeah.
I really like that. Oh, yes.
Freshly ground coffee.
Can you smell it, guys? It's very nice.
It's so cool, isn't it? And quirky.
Making messes out of silence. If we're the same, let it go. Somebody save me from the madness.
Okay, guys, so this is our tea for tonight, and we have some champagne and fireplace to keep us nice and warm and cozy. Let's just look at this view. How amazing. Absolutely beautiful. Guys, look how Daniel, look how cool it is. We can have a drink in our treehouse and play games. So we just found games in these drawers, and we can call this, you call it Jenga. We call it Jenga. We call it Jenga in Poland. You call it Jenga. And you call this Scrabble, and we call it Scrabble.
Scrabble?
Scrabble. Sounds like French. Or maybe it's just champagne. Now we can speak French. Scrabble.
Jenga.
And Chinese, Jenga. Right, so...
You go, ladies first, go on.
Yeah, but what, should I just take one? How do you play? I don't remember.
You have to like slide one out like that.
Yeah, and just take it.
Then take it, and then you twist it like, if you take that one out, say,
yeah,
you'd have to build it that way.
Really?
Yeah, well look, it's built like that, look.
No, I thought you just take one and just put it on your side.
No, you have to keep going.
What the hell? So...
Have you played this before?
Yeah, I played, but on different rules, I think.
What, you just take it away?
Yeah.
No, you build it higher.
Okay, I got it. And like that?
Yeah. Take that one.
Nothing go easy now.
It is meant to get hard. One hand at a time.
Really? That's
Yeah.
not a rule.
You just make your rules as you go along.
Daniel, I'm doing this without even looking on the other side, you know? It's different level.
I think you're going to lose.
I think I'm winning this. I think I'm very good. I think I'm better than you thought,
I won't say that. You're a bit rubbish.
Why? Because what? Because I didn't lose?
No, I think you're going to lose.
No, I'm not.
Do you realise if I win you, there's no photos this weekend at all?
No.
No photos, so you better win me then. Well, if you want pictures, then you're going to have to win, as I'm taking none.
No, Daniel, it's not the game.
It's a game. You can put it...
I think we have a winner.
No, you haven't won yet.
You are fixing this. No, it doesn't work like that, that you just ruin this. If you start to take it, then take it. You can't fix the tower. No, you just holding this. You're holding this.
I'm not holding it.
You cheated. I win! Yes!
I wasn't holding it. I always let you win. I always let you
No,
win.
you didn't let me win. Everyone's
win.
seen it. You didn't let me win. I was just better. I was much better.
Say my name when no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you if you ain't running game. Say my name, acting kinda shady. Ain't calling me baby, why the sudden change? Say my name, if no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you if you ain't running game. Say my name, you acting kinda shady. Ain't calling me baby, better say my name.
Good morning, everyone. We started the day with the fresh coffee and homemade bread. I mean, Dan will have homemade bread. I think I will have granola. But we also got raspberry jam from our hamper. Did you have a good sleep in here, babe?
Yeah, the bed's really comfortable, isn't it?
Bed is really comfortable. I remember Dan, honestly, if you could see Dan's face yesterday when he went to bed, he was just laying on the bed with a smile on his face. It was so cool because he felt so comfy. Oh, I love to see you happy. So we had a little bit of rain, but the weather is getting better, so we will heat the hot tub. And Dan is preparing wood.
I'm making messes out of silence. If we're the same, let it go. Somebody save me from the madness. All my friends are watching. Can't feel talking. All my friends are watching. Can't feel talking. All my friends are watching. Can't feel talking. All my friends are watching. Can't feel what you saw again. Out of fever. Life will never be the same. I'm a believer. Don't call us another name. We were born to the same sunrise. It's getting better all the time, yeah. 'Cause all my friends, they know I'm making messes out of silence. If we're the same, let it go. Somebody save me from the madness. All my friends are watching. Can't feel talking. All my friends are watching.
Guys, just look at all of them just staring at me and Dan. Oh my god, how funny is that? Can you see them? Dan, they are looking like, what are these two idiots doing here? Welcome to Starbucks. What can I get started for you?
Can I get a medium caramel macchiato and a small Americano with no milk?
No milk in it? Yeah. Yeah, not a problem. Any other drinks?
No, thank you, that's everything.
Try them.
I like a black coffee, but Starbucks, come on.
I know I'm boring with my choices, but we're gonna have pizza. We just bought pizza in M&S, so that will be a treat. Then we will have champagne, then probably some sweets again, so at least my coffee will be simple and black. No caramel this time. I love caramel macchiato. So how do you like Treehouse for now?
Shit.
Daniel.
I'm joking, it's fantastic, I absolutely love it.
No, I don't post this even, it's very rude.
Alright, let's do it again.
Honestly, recording with Dan is so hard sometimes. I just wanted to ask you if you like Treehouse.
Yeah, it's really, really good, isn't it? It's fantastic. Definitely recommend it.
Oh yeah, we definitely. No, we don't recommend it. Don't,
yeah, we do.
No, we don't. Don't book it because we want to book it, and it's already sold out for the next year. So please don't book. We wanna go again.
I had a look today, and this weekend for next year is already sold out. There's a little book in the room when you go in, isn't there? And everyone writes in it when they leave.
Yeah.
Well, not everyone, but people who decide to. And someone, we were reading it earlier on, and someone's wrote that they're there for Christmas this year. And
yes, someone is coming on Christmas
Day.
Day.
Good, that at Christmas.
Oh yeah, it will be. Yeah, there's a book. I'm gonna write something there too. I really love this place. Like I really love the details. Everything is good. Yeah, everything is so nice and perfect.
We had to go for more logs today, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
I didn't really use them all.
Yeah, we do. We are going to Hot Tub when we come back. We are going to have pizza and champagne. Tomorrow we want to have fire pit.
Yeah, we're going to start the fire pit and have a bit of a barbecue. Yeah,
barbecue, and yeah, that's we are busy as you can see.
Marshmallows, aren't they?
Oh yeah, tomorrow I plan to do breakfast for us, like really nice one, like eggs.
Is your big
bread.
Breakfast?
Yes, my big breakfast. I said to Dan, I will make you a big breakfast. I said bread, eggs, bacon, and that's it. That's my big breakfast.
Gonna go hungry.
Coffee time.
Alright.
Oh no, I'll do it. I'll do it. Oh,
sorry.
Sorry. Oh no, this will be declined.
Wow. Has that gone through, that card?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not brilliant.
Really?
Thank you.
Without
no, thank you. Cheers. Thanks, babe.
You're welcome. Cheers with the coffee until we get to the champagne, and yeah, Dan Dixon stole the show.
Now.
Yeah, of course, as always, stole the show. Oh yeah, thank you. Thanks, bye. Dan, do you enjoy your vlog?
Yeah, just what me driving in the car is talking to myself.
Yeah, you can just.
So we just dropped Paulina off at the airport. I'm driving home. This is what it's normally like.
And it will be on my channel. Can you imagine that?
Me, myself, and I with a coffee.
Well,
bit of peace and quiet.
I don't think so. I'm still here. Never peace and quiet. I'm back guys. I'm back. Ooh, right, we'll see you in the treehouse. Okay, quick shopping haul from M&S. We have bottles of water for tomorrow for steak. We have rosemary, asparagus and garlic for potatoes. And for today I decided I'm not gonna spend time in the kitchen, so we just bought pizza. I think it looks nice and I'll just do it in a minute. And Dan right now is checking hot tub. Okay guys, I have my bikini on and it's time to jump into the hot tub. I think it's warm enough now, so even though it's evening, we have fall and it's cold, we will stay warm. Okay, let me show you our hot tub. This is where we spent today's evening. And this is what Dan was doing today, just warming it up. And as you can see, it's boiling and we have champagne. So yeah, that's the plan for the evening. Oh my god, it's unbelievable. It's really warm. It's boiling. Do you know what? I think every girl agree with me that girls love to take boiling shower, boiling bath. If Dan join me in a second, he won't like it. He will like it when it's cooler. Okay guys, cheers. Highly recommend this place. Honestly, it's so beautiful, and the fact that you can sit in the hot tub and feel absolutely boiling in your bikini in October is fantastic, isn't it, babe?
I don't know what it feels like. I'm too busy taking pictures for Paulina.
Yeah, Dan doesn't know how it feels like yet. He was taking picture. Oh my god, that sounds so bad, but we are out and pizza is in. I really like this Mac oven. It's really good and very easy to use. Good morning, guys. So we have the next day. Yesterday we had very nice evening in the hot tub. It was unreal, trust me. We left our dressing gowns in case we get cold, and we didn't need them at all. It was boiling after we came out. So I'm gonna prepare breakfast for me and Dan. I'm gonna do some scrambled eggs with bacon and with homemade bread. But before I do that, I'm gonna do lime and lemon water. I usually do lemon and ginger water, but we don't have ginger, but we have full basket of lemon and lime, so I'm gonna prepare it. Me and Dan love ginger and lemon water. We drink it very often. There was a time when I was drinking ginger lemon water every single day before breakfast. I think it's very healthy. It's for your body, it's good for weight loss, it's good for health, for immune system, so it has really lots of good values. So I'm gonna do this now. I have hot water. Remember, the water needs to be hot, but it can't be boiling, just because the lemon will lose some of the values. While I'm waiting for the water to cool down and my lemon is ready, I'm gonna start preparing breakfast. I have fresh butter, homemade bread, fresh eggs from the farm in here, and we have some bacon. There it is, also from a local shop. That's our breakfast done. Dad prefer toasted bread, I prefer fresh bread, and we have salt, pepper, butter and raspberry jam to choose, and scrambled eggs with bacon. I will take you for a quick walk around our tree house. So this is how it looks from the back. And now we go to the front, to my favorite part, which is a view for the sheep. Honestly, trust me, I was living my whole life in the city, and my only view I had from the window was cars, street, many people, and here is something completely different. You just wake up, you see trees around you, grass and sheep, which is unusual for me. So yeah, I appreciate every little thing in life, and this is definitely one of those things. And now we have the front of our tree house. The weather is beautiful, as you can see. Follow me for a long time, you will know that I'm so into meditation, and it helps me clear my mind, helps me relax and get good energy for the whole day. You always ask why I smile a lot, why I'm so happy all the time. Meditation helps me a lot, so I really recommend just a few minutes a day. You can find guided meditation on the internet, and it's enough. I don't know what it was, but it definitely stressed me after my meditation. I also always check if there are any spiders. Oh, there he is! That's the guy who ruined my meditation and my peace. Yeah, I was talking about meditation, but you scared me.
See what Paulina's up to. Enjoying it?
Living my best life. Absolutely amazing. And I just got wine. Even better. Music on, wine in the glass.
What?
I need to turn the music off because, you know, copyrights on YouTube are horrible. They always block me for copyrights.
Is it warm?
It's very warm. It's not that warm like yesterday, but it's just nice and cozy, and that's what we love, guys, in autumn. Okay guys, so we just prepare barbecue. Don't think that I drink wine and beer. Because it might look a little bit strange. It's for you, babe. I'll put this for you in here. So we have potatoes in here. Dan prepared them. They smell amazing. What did you put in there?
Bit of garlic, salt, pepper.
Yeah.
I think that was it on olive oil.
Yeah, it smells amazing. One thing for sure, I don't know what I would do without you in the forest. Hot tub, done, sorted. Barbecue, done is sorting this fire. Okay guys, dinner is ready and it looks unbelievable. Done. I think you smashed it. I think you smashed it. Cheers, babe. Cheers, honey.
Make sure you save some room for dessert as well.
Oh yeah, that's our dessert. How did you say it's called?
I think they're called s'mores, is it?
Well, we'll check, but basically this is cookies with marshmallows and I absolutely can't wait to try it. So we have steak, asparagus, and baked potatoes with many delicious spices, and it really smells unreal. So when we arrived, we found in the cupboard cookies and marshmallows to make
S'mores.
s'mores.
S'mores, we think. They're called s'mores.
Well, we will see how it's called. Probably we say something stupid now. But basically you just bake marshmallow with cookies and it's meant to be unreal. So let's try it. Okay guys, time to try s'mores. We checked it.
Is it s'mores?
Yeah, I checked. There is a book in this Treehouse and they recommend you a few things and they recommend these cookies. So we have digestive biscuits with chocolate and big marshmallows. So what do we do, babe?
Go on.
What?
What colour do you want?
I want pink. Oh, can I eat it like that?
Oh yeah.
Love it. So what?
Right, don't put it on the... Yeah, put it in there. Slip it right on.
Okay.
Right. Over the white. Oh, that's hot.
I feel like I have no idea what I'm doing. Do we need a plate?
Nah.
Probably we need.
Keep them away because it'll melt.
Yeah, right.
Right, don't just put it over and burn it, toast it. Oh, that's hot.
Oh, I will toast my hand quicker than this marshmallow.
These are... Oh, no, it's too hot, isn't it?
Oh, that's horrible. It's fail.
I'll try.
Oh, well, do we have...
Can we do yours first? You hold on, I'll do yours first.
No.
We do have bigger skewers downstairs out there, but I don't want to go back out.
Do you want me to quickly go?
No, it's alright. At least if we do yours wrong, I'll do mine right.
Well, I have no idea how to do it. Do we have both? Do we have two?
There's only one in there. Oh, it's
Oh my god, show me. Oh, it's working!
That looks good. Can you see on the camera?
Yeah, I think so. Can you see, guys? Can you tell us?
Oh, it's even one through the glove.
Daniel, this will be delicious. I can already feel.
It's even one through the glove.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Oh my god, it's moving!
Oh, it's so hot.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fork is... Yeah, we shouldn't do it with this, to be fair. Okay, so we need this chocolate side. Ooh.
You ready? Sandwich it. No, you got to hold it in your hand and sandwich it in.
What? Like...
Yeah, and then get the next one, right? No.
Like that?
Yeah, and then pull it out. Come on.
Oh my god, guys!
You forgot that pick.
I couldn't do that. This is unreal. Can you see that? Oh,
Taste it. Is it good?
I don't know. It's probably boiling. Oh, and melted marshmallows here. And I can see chocolate melting on the marshmallow.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had them before. Oh, that's so warm.
Mmm. Mmm. Try it.
2 seconds, I'll try this one.
To be fair, I think that white will be better because this is strawberry marshmallow. White always have better taste than the strawberry one.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Is it better than just the marshmallow on its own?
Tell you, I need to check.
Oh, that's
Do you want to do it? Let me hold it.
No, go on, put the pudding on the top.
Okay. Come on.
Let go, let go. Let go.
Oh
That's
my
rubbish
god. No, but it looks good. You know, when you have this Instagram pages like porn food, this is like, I thought you just clean your hands on my knee. So, what do you think? You eat half cookie at once. Good, good, good.
That is really good, that. It's really that good. Especially when you get the chocolate and biscuit and...
Wait until the chocolate melts. You honestly have to be a genius to invent that. To put marshmallow inside cookies. Absolutely amazing.
I never thought of that. That's like a next level, that, isn't it? Better than just a marshmallow on its own. Where did that weekend go? I can't believe how fast it went.
I know, it went so fast. It's time to go home right now. We are just on our way back. We absolutely loved it, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Thank you so much. It was such an amazing present. Such an amazing place. Definitely recommend staying if you can go there.
I'm so glad you liked it. I loved it too. So yeah, we definitely recommend it, guys. And we'll just say goodbye right now.
We said goodbye to the owners as well. They were really nice. Well, it's like a family one.
Yeah, we met the owners when we were on our way back, and honestly, such nice people. You can not only see how beautiful is this place, but you can also feel the energy and the energy. Right, guys? So see you in the next video, because I can see that we disappear right now and the sun is shining. So yeah, see you in my next video. Hope you liked it. Bye.